you can win $32,000 on the turn of a card on Card Shark. And if you play your cards right, you can win this beautiful Renault convertible. And now the host of Card Shark, Bill Rafferty.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good-looking group out there today. Thank you, Bob. Welcome, everybody, to Card Sharks. Of course, one of our contestants can win $32,000 on the turn of a single card, but one of our contestants yesterday picked up that brand-new Renault convertible. Who knows what's going to happen today? I think we ought to get started right now by meeting our lovely dealers, and here they come. Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton, ladies and gentlemen. The Glitter Twins. Sequin Sisters.
Oh,
that was exciting.
Oh, it was finally.
I enjoyed it. Finally, we gave a car away this week, and hopefully we will continue to give one away every single day as our producer keels over in his chair. Anyway, let's get started right now. Let's pick it up from where we left off yesterday. Let's meet our card sharks. Here they come. There he is. Has it sunk in yet, Al?
Yeah, more and more, it's sinking in.
Introduce yourself to the folks at home, please.
My name is Al Harvey. I'm a member of the Los Angeles Police Department for a little over 22 years, and I'm very happily married.
Yeah, you are. You're happily married and a happy winner, because yesterday you picked up the car, you picked up some cash, you picked up a motorcycle, I think you picked up a vacation, and $500 in cash. All of this comes to a total of $24,504.
Right.
Not a bad, and earned it.
And earned it.
You did earn it. You get tough cards, boy. Hiya, Randy.
Hi, Bill.
Randy is a challenger in today's game, and she is a visiting law student. Tell the folks at home something about yourself, please.
Well, I'm from St. Charles, Missouri, which is right outside of St. Louis. I'm going to the University of Missouri School of Law, where I'm a second-year law student, and I'm out here in California visiting my boyfriend.
Visiting your boyfriend. Yeah, I had a feeling there'd be some boyfriend floating around Randy somewhere. I don't think she spends a lot of time alone. Is it Missouri or Missouri?
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay, some people say it the other way. Anyway, good luck to both of you. As I said, we're in the middle of game number 1 right now. Not too much damage going on. Al's got a 2, Randy's got an 8. And don't forget about our prize cards in the deck. We have got a trip to Sydney, Australia, worth over $3,000. And let's get to our second question right now. It is our audience poll question. So welcome 10 flight attendants who are visiting with us this week. Been learning a lot about these young ladies this week, especially Marcy. Marcy has been sharing oodles of personal information with us. Anyway, this question goes to Randy. Before the show, we asked these 10 flight attendants, are men more demanding passengers than women? How many of these 10 flight attendants said yes, men are more demanding passengers?
Well, having flown a lot this year, I get a big chance to see exactly what the passengers are like, and I would say that the men tend to be a little bit more compassionate and understanding, I think, toward what's going on as far as the flight attendants are concerned. So I would say that that would be a pretty low number. I would say maybe about 4.
4. Al, what do you think, higher or lower?
Well, I'm going to have to say that women have a tendency, I think, to call them a little bit more. You say men being more demanding, right?
Yes. How many of these 10 flight attendants said yes, men are more demanding passengers?
Okay.
And Randy said 4.
She said 4. Well, I'm going to say it's just a little higher.
A little bit higher than that?
Yeah, I'm going to say a little higher.
Interesting, interesting. I'm not even going to hazard a guess. The actual number of these flight attendants who said men are more demanding passengers is 3. It is not higher, it is lower. Interesting, interesting. Which are the 3 ladies who said the men are more demanding? All right, for purposes of employment, ladies, I will end there. Thank you very much. Have your seats right now. Let's go on over here and take a look at Randy's 8. Tell me what you want to do.
Change that card,
you want to change that 8? That 8 now becomes a 5.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 5.
Higher.
It's an 8.
Lower.
An 8. It's a 7.
Freeze. I want to freeze.
Freeze. Randy says, please don't do me with 7s. I don't like 7s. Anyway, we'll be right back right after this commercial message with more Card Shark.
Squiggle nails that...
Here we are. We're back. Right in the middle of game number 1. And Randy's got a little bit of a lead here. She's operating with 3 cards showing. And let's go on with our next question. It goes to Al. Al, educated guess. According to the Guinness Book of World Records, what is the greatest number of years any 2 people have stayed married to each other? Obviously, Johnny Carson was not included in this survey. What do you think? What's the longest number of years two people have stayed married to each other?
Well, that's going to be a pretty high number. In fact, I was watching television yesterday, and I saw a couple that had been married 73 years.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say 90 years.
90 years. What do you think, Randy?
Oh, that takes two people living that long, and I would say that that would probably be lower, a little lower.
You're going lower than 90.
Mm-hmm.
90. Are we still married? I don't know. I forgot. Greatest number of years any two people have stayed married to each other is 86. It is lower, but by 4. That's not a lot. You were very close, Al. But that's good news to Randy now. Randy's going to get over here and do something to this 7, I have a feeling.
You're right. I'd like to change that, though.
Wants to change that 7? That 7 now becomes a king.
All right. Lower.
Lower than a king, she says. There's a 6.
3.
3, she says. Oh, Randy. No guts, no glory. We wanted you to go for it, but Al didn't. Al's happy you stopped right where you are, because now it is time for sudden death. This is our final question. Somebody's got to win the game on the next play of the cards. Question is for you, Randy. We surveyed 100 bachelors, and we asked them, have you ever dated a girl who was so sweet and so innocent that you just couldn't bring yourself to make a pass at her? How many bachelors said they have dated a girl who was that sweet and innocent? Sounds like a deer, doesn't it?
Well, let's see. Everybody I've dated has always told me that, so I would say that that's probably, no, I think that's probably a low number. I would say maybe about 23.
Going with 23?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Al?
Tough number. I think men do run into ladies that are very, very sweet. But 23, I think, is a little high. I'm going to say even lower.
Lower, huh? Most guys I know would make a pass at this podium. But anyway. The actual number of bachelors who have dated a girl who was too innocent to make a pass at is 64. It is not lower, it is higher. Interesting, interesting. Here we go. Randy, tell me what you want to do.
I'd like to pass it.
Pass or play?
Pass it to Al, please.
Going to pass it to Al and force Al to wander down here to the deuce. Let's go with it higher. He's going higher. Every turn of the card, sudden death. Higher than a 2, it is an 8. Higher, higher than an 8. Now the trouble begins. It is a 4. Randy made the right decision. Way to do it. Way to do it. Very good. You had to do that. It was the right decision to make. You had 4 cards to go from. Anyway, Randy's got 1 game on her side of the board. She wins the next one. This young lady's on to the money cards, and who knows what's going to happen there. And you know, of course, Alice, you gotta win this one just to tie it up, just to get it to the tiebreaker. Let's get started right now. There's Lacey dealing out the cards for game number 2. And here is our first question in that game for Al. We surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, even when you've done nothing wrong, do you still feel nervous when you see a policeman? Bearing in mind that we have LAPD right here. How many people said they do feel nervous when they see a policeman?
That's going to be a very high number. Because people, when they see, especially when they see a black and white car, they slow down, they look at their speedometer, they do all kinds of things. And they constantly look in their rearview mirror, so I'm going to say that's a high number. I'm going to say 85.
85. Randy, what do you think, higher or lower?
Well, I know that I always look and check my speedometer, look in my rearview mirror, and kind of quiz myself to see if everything's in accordance with the law. But I would say, no, I would say that's higher.
Higher than 85?
I would say that's higher.
Interesting. I know I get nervous. I'd take a shower if I could. I mean, leave me alone, man. There it is. Al's 85. Randy says higher. The actual number of people who feel nervous when they see a policeman is 42. It is not higher. It is lower. Interesting. Interesting statistic. All right, Al, here's the card for you, sir. Tell me what you want to do. It's a 7.
Change that 7, Bill.
7 now becomes an 8. Not a lot of help. Higher. Higher than an 8. Right in the middle. Can go either way here. It's a 6. Didn't go the right way for Al, though. No prize cards have showed up yet, have they? This is interesting. All right, Randy, you have to play off this card, you know, and here is a 2.
Okay, higher, Bill. Higher.
Higher than a 2, it is a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4, it is a 3. Boy, cards are not happening. We're going to try and fix that right after this commercial message. Join us, would you? Welcome back, everybody. going to pick it up right now with our second game, must-win situation for the champ. He's got to try and tie it up. And here we go with our audience poll question again. Welcome, please, our 10 flight attendants who are joining us this week. Nice ladies, too. I had a lot of fun with them. Randy, this question is for you. Before the show, we asked these 10 flight attendants, has a passenger ever actually pinched you? How many of these 10 flight attendants said a passenger has pinched them?
Well, I haven't seen any or heard any, like, jumping down the aisles whenever I've been on a plane. So I would say that's probably a low number. I would say about 3.
3.
3, Bill.
Al, what do you think, sir? Higher or lower?
I've actually seen it happen. So, you know, the 3 is a pretty good number, but I'm just going to say just a little higher because they're pretty ladies.
A little bit higher.
Yes.
A little bit higher than 3. The actual number of these flight attendants who said a passenger has pinched them is 6. It is higher.
Right.
It is higher. Who are the 6 ladies who've been assaulted in the line of duty over here? What, Tamara, you're close to the microphone. Let me ask you, what did you say? What did you...
Well, I turned around and I said, I'm sorry, sir, but that's not the seat that you paid for.
I'll do the jokes, Tamara, if you don't mind. Have a seat, ladies. Thank you very much. That's a sneaky thing. All right, Al, here's an 8.
Change that card.
The 8 now becomes an 8.
All right. Lower, Bill.
Lower than an 8, he says it's 6.
Higher, Bill.
Higher than a 6, it is a 7.
3.
He freezes. If you've been watching Al when he calls the cards, he only gets them by 1. He never gets a big spread on the cards. All right, we freeze on the 7. Next question is for Al. If he gets it right, he can change that 7, and who knows what's going to happen. We surveyed 100 mothers of 18-year-old girls, and we asked the mothers, if your daughter wanted to marry someone of a different faith, would you be upset? How many mothers said they would be upset?
Oh, it would really depend on what faith they are. Some mothers care. Some, I don't think some would really, it would really matter to them. But I'm going to say that's a medium number. I'll say 42.
42. Okay. Randy, what do you think, higher or lower?
Well, I have a sister who's 18 years old, and I know my mother's expressed a little concern about that, especially when it comes down to the line. So I would say that's probably just a little bit higher.
Higher than 42?
Just a little bit.
Interesting. The actual number of mothers who would be upset if their daughter wanted to marry someone of a different faith is 17. It is not higher, it is lower. Significantly lower, too. That's a very, very interesting statistic. Here you are, Al.
Change that 7.
He says change it, and that 7 now becomes a 9.
Lower, Bill.
Lower than a 9, it is a king. Woof. Now, Randy gets a free shot from an excellent card here. Go ahead, Randy.
Higher, Bill.
Higher than a 2, it is a 3.
Higher, Bill.
Higher than a 3, it is a 3. So, we get a push here, nothing happens, and I have to tell you people now, very important, it is sudden death. Somebody must win the game on this next question, and this question is for Randy. We surveyed 100 16-year-old boys, and we asked them, do you still kiss your father? How many 16-year-old boys said they do still kiss their father?
Well, I have 2 brothers, and I know that my brothers always kiss my father, like good night, or when they come home and see him. So I would say that's probably about 53.
53.
It'd be about 53.
You got a couple of boys at home, Al. What do you think, higher or lower?
Well, my sons and I are pretty close, and they're loving. The older one is not quite as loving as the younger one anymore. But I don't think it's 16. I think they're kind of going through that stage, so I don't think it's going to be quite that high. I'm going to say a little lower.
A little lower.
A little lower.
I agree with him. I agree with Al. I think it's going to be a little lower at that age. The actual number of 16-year-old boys who still kiss their father is 21. It is lower. All right, Al, you got a decision you want to make? You want to play this or you want to pass?
I have to pass it.
You want to pass it over to Randy. This is how Randy won the last game, and let's see what happens when the shoe is on the other foot. Sudden death, Randy.
Higher, Bill.
Higher than a 2. It is a spa. A Greek soldier will come and visit you. A spa is going on your side of the board. All right. Higher than a 2? Higher than a 2. It is a 4.
Higher, Bill.
Every turn of the card, sudden death. And for this young lady, if she gets all the way through this, she is the champ. Higher than a 4? It is a 6.
Higher, Bill. Higher.
Higher than a 6? It is a 7.
Higher, Bill.
She says higher than a 7 for the game and the match. Yes! Woo! Woo! That was, what a play. What a play. Listen, Al, right decision, wrong result.
Right.
You knew you had to do that.
Right.
Listen, LAPD could be very proud of this man. This guy is a real gentleman, and he is a champion. He has $24,504. Thank you so much for being here, Al. Thank you, sir. Take care now. Bye-bye. Come on, Randy. Come over here. Isn't it nice to be here from Missouri?
Oh, yes.
Because after we come back from this commercial message, you're going to go to the money cards, but Bob Hilton's going to tell you about your spa.
All right, it's the Hawkeye Hialeah Therapeutic Spa, built for your quality relaxation, designed for portability, efficiency, and beauty from Hawkeye products worth over $3,000. Congratulations, Randy.
$1,000 bathtub you got there. That's terrific. I guess you could put that in the dorm at school. Anyway, we'll be right back with the money cards right after this. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with my law student who needs some money to pay off those student loans. She's going to get it right now, I hope. She's going to be playing the money cards, and in addition to all the money she can win, we've added a joker to the deck, and anytime that shows up in the money card, she's going to have the opportunity to win that brand new Renault convertible back there. You'd look good in that. I think you'd look good on campus in that. And for being our champion, young lady, we're going to guarantee you a shot at the car because Lacey's holding your joker. That is yours to use when we get to the car game. But first, we go to the money cards. Are you ready to do it?
Oh, yes.
Here's $200. Get ready to make some money, Randy. Here's your card. Tell me what you want to bet.
Okay.
It's at 2.
All of it higher.
All of it higher.
Higher.
Not even a doubt in her words there. There's a 7. You got 400 on a 7.
I'd like to change it with number 2, please.
Number 2. All right, let's see what we can do here. That 7 now becomes an 8.
All of it lower. All of it lower.
All of it.
lower.
$400 lower than an 8. It is an 8. You have $800 on an 8.
100 lower.
Right in the middle. Tough call. $100 lower than an 8. It is a king. So, you've got $700. I'm going to bring you up to this level here. I want to give you 400 more. You have $1,100 and a king.
900 lower.
900. Going to save a couple of hundred. Hedge the bet a little bit. She goes $900 lower than a king. It is. You have $2,000 on a 6.
Oh, change it, please, with number 1.
Number 1. That 6 now becomes a queen. 2,000 on a queen.
500 lower.
500 lower. $500 lower than a queen. It is a king. So all of you who went out there, bite your tongue. You made a smart bet. 1,500 on a king.
1,000 lower.
$1,000. $1,000 lower than a king. It is an 8. Believe that. I cannot believe that. Anyway, good news, bad news. You got an ace and you got $500.
All of it lower.
All of it lower.
All of it lower.
Get out on that limb. That's what I like. Take a shot. There you go. You got 1,000. I can't believe that. And you did well. You have $1,000 right now, and we're going to go on and play for the car right now because here is Lacey with your joker, and I'm going to let you hold that joker because that joker entitles you a chance to win this brand new car. Bob, tell her about it, please.
It's the new quick hot Renault GTA convertible with 2.0-liter four-cylinder high-output overhead cam engine, electronic fuel injection, and tuned exhaust system, 5-speed transmission, plus a power-operated convertible roof, furnished by Renault.
All right, Bob Hilton, thank you very much. Very simple procedure. In front of you are 7 numbered cards. Behind one of them is the word car. You find it with the joker, and I guarantee you a smile will be on your face. Go. Go find it. All right. Go ahead. Go stand back over there. We don't know if you're palming a card on us here. We never know. Anyway, you're going number 2?
Mm-hmm.
A hunch, feeling?
A feeling.
A feeling.
Gut feeling.
Okay, well, I hope this feeling works out because I really want to see the word car behind here. No, it is not. Ooh, if you would have had a little less of a feeling, here it was behind number 1. It was right there. Anyway, you've got $4,495 cash and prizes right now. And when we come back, you're going to be the champ. If you come back here again, you get another shot. We'll be right back right after this commercial break. Come on over here, ladies, and join me because we don't have a lot of time. Weird cards this week. It's all been happening, but Randy's coming back as our champion tomorrow. We will all see you here on Card Trucks. Join us then, won't you please? Bye-bye.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Amelia Earhart super lightweight non-stop carry-on luggage, casual, practical, designed with your lifestyle in mind. Quality luggage you can count on non-stop by Amelia Earhart. and a Polaroid Spectra system camera with computer-designed exterior, autofocus, and audio signal system. Beautiful pictures instantly automatically furnished by Polaroid. And the Regency R1070 programmable 10-channel scanner lets you tune into police, fire, emergency, and weather broadcasts. Furnished by Regency. And a Jules Jurgensen Ladies Classic Series Diamond Dial Watch. Elegantly styled with 10 genuine diamonds. The Classic Series, furnished by Jules Jurgensen. And Harvest Savor Dehydrator preserves delicious fruits and vegetables. Makes rich, creamy yogurt, grows salad sprouts, and makes fruit roll-ups. Furnished by Harvest Savor. And an alarm clock. And takes a flat out of frying. Reduce calories with Mezzola No Stick. The only cooking spray made with pure Mezzola corn oil. This is Bob Hilton speaking for Card Shark.
Get ready to play games with Nancy Sullivan and Dave Nemus on Game TV. Then don't miss the lowdown sales with Tom Kennedy on The Price is Right, only on Game Show Network.